Hey guys, Peter here, aka TheGeniusDesigns, and I'm here with a new tutorial for Photoshop. Today we're gonna learn how to create a planet like this. Maybe you've seen it in my entry for MetaDesar contest. It's pretty nice planet, and it's a quick tip. I mean, it's really easy to do. Okay, let's start Photoshop and go to File, New, and then open 1280 by 720 pixels and click OK. Then go to File, Open, and go to your planet textures. Let's choose one. Let's take, for example, the moon. Where is it? Here it is. Okay. Now go to the elliptical marquee tool and click on Style. Click Fixed Size. In the width, type 800 pixels and height 800 pixels as well. Click somewhere on it, on the background. And click Control C to copy it, and then go to New, and remember always your planet document has to be 200 pixels bigger than the area that you've selected in the planet texture. So if we selected 800 pixels in the texture, in the planet texture file, here we will open a new file with width 1000 and height 1000 as well, and keep the resolution at 72. Also the background will be set to transparent. Click OK. Now click G on the keyboard, or click this little button here to fill the background with black color. Now click Ctrl V to paste the texture map, and we're gonna call this layer texture. Now we're gonna create a new layer beneath it, under it. We're gonna call that one base, and also we're gonna create another layer which is above the texture layer, and we're gonna call it atmosphere. Now click on the base and hold Control and click on the texture layer, and then again click G, or this little button here, and click to fill in the base layer. Oh, sorry, first we're gonna spherize it. Go to filter, first select texture, go to filter, distort, and then spherize. Okay, now select the base layer, Control and click on the texture layer, fill it with black, also do it atmosphere, and now deselect it, Control and D. Now open up the atmosphere layer and go to inner shadow, put the blend mode to linear touch, and we're gonna set the color of the shadow to white gray, distance to 0, choke to 20, and size 175. Now go to outer glow, put the blending mode on to linear touch, select almost the same color, put the size to 20 to 15, and go to inner glow, put the blending mode to linear touch, and put the size about 20. Yeah. Okay. Now go to with the atmosphere layer selected, go to fill and drag it all down to 0. Now create a new layer and Control click on the atmosphere layer. Now click on one of the layers and click merge layers. Okay, we're gonna rename that to atmosphere. And now let's make a shadow on the planet. Select the shadow layer and Control click on the base layer. Now I can click G on the keyboard, or this little button, to fill it with black. Okay, now Control D to deselect it, and now with the shadow layer selected, go to Filter, Blur, Gauge and Blur, and about 50% pixels is, I guess, fine. Now go to the Move tool and click on Show Transform Controls. Now let's see, drag it to make it a shadow on the planet, however you feel like. Okay, I think this looks pretty decent. Well, basically that. Oh yeah, I almost forgot. With the shadow layer selected, go to the base layer and click Control on the red on the black circle to select it, and then click Control C, Control V, and then you can delete the shadow layer and rename this to shadow, and you got a nice shadow on the planet. Now for the atmosphere, we're gonna delete this because since it has shadow on that side, there's no glow. Okay, we might want to delete some of the texture as well. And basically that's it. Now if you want, you can create something like star or sun. Fill it with black, then go to Filter, Render. Oh, wait. That's gonna... Weird. Okay, never mind. And basically that's it. Now you can group these 4 layers. Control G to group them. Rename the group, name the planet. Untick the layer 1, which is basically the background, and duplicate, group it to the first project we've opened. We're gonna scale it down and maybe add some, let's see, stars in the background. Yeah, this is good. Now you've got yourself a planet. It's really easy to do, and let's try one more time to create a star or sun, whatever you feel like. Okay, render, yeah, here it is, lens flare. Put the brightness about just 60% and keep it a 50 to 300mm zoom. Click OK. Set the blending mode to linear dodge add. Go to image, desaturate, and you can control G to duplicate it, and now you've got yourself some kind of sun. Let's see. Okay guys, that's it for the planet tutorial. Stay tuned for another tutorial coming very soon. It's about rendering settings for Sony Vegas. Well, till the next time, see ya.